Welcome to the 250 Gemstones Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Michael T. Porter, and this is a channel podcast that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. There are no breaks, there are no recess. For those of you, this is your first time, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those that have been rocking with me since day one, thank you, thank you, thank you. Check out 3 YouTube channels, 250 Gemstones News TV. I am the anchor over there. You understand what I'm saying? Doing that journalism, covering all kinds of crimes, giving my perspective on life, giving life tips, getting y'all motivated. Oh, I do everything over there, y'all. Check it out. Check it out once again. First YouTube channel, 250 Gemstones News TV, bringing the news to your ass like none other. Second YouTube channel, for those of you that don't know, I also do music. My music will be over there. Michael T. Porter Music. My music will be over there. My music videos. I'll be covering all genres of music and all of our favorite artists. Once again, Michael T. Porter, second YouTube channel. My third YouTube channel is Michael's Skits and Stories. I'll be telling some of the most intriguing, the most captivating, the most entertaining stories out there while dropping those skits to keep y'all entertained. Keep those cameras rolling. Keep those cameras rolling. We got to keep the cameras rolling, baby. Keep the cameras rolling, baby. Oh, yeah, I do it all, baby. Journalism, music, acting, I do it all, baby. I love this podcast right here. This is actually my first time using Riverside, so I'm liking it so far. It's way more in depth. It gives the creators so much flexibility, and I am actually loving it so far. I got some great stories today. I got two. Main event, cop is still, and those of you that haven't heard, there was a cop out there named Henry Chapman. He was unlawfully arrested a black man and then tried to rob this nigga for everything he got. A whole bunch of blue face hundreds was found in the cop car while they were arresting a black man. Oh yeah, this story was all over the news from that mighty California West Coast, West, y'all. I'm from Sacramento. Shout out Sacramento. Shout out California, all the way to New York. One day I'm going to be in New York. One day I'm going to be in New York. I'm going to be out there. This was all over national news. Might be international. Absolutely atrocious what this cop did. We won't get into that. That's our main story for the night. But I have another story for y'all. I found this quite comical. I found this story quite hilarious. So let's jump into it. Did I forget anything? Oh, if you guys want to support the podcast, Cash App, $ Michael US. I told y'all about my 3 YouTube channels. All those channels will be in the description if you guys ever get lost. I put those 3 channels in the description. Facebook, Michael T. Porter, that's in the description. Instagram, that's in the description. So I try to help you out. I try to be organized as a business person, as an entrepreneur. I have to be organized, and I am the leader of this nation. But really, the leader is God. You know, really, the leader is bringing the best out of people. Really, the leader is competence, competition, compassion for one another, and always doing better. Always doing better, becoming a better human being, becoming a better boxer, becoming a better lawyer, becoming a better doctor, becoming a better pilot, becoming a better customer service rep. Whatever you do in life, I know it's quite discouraging in the world that we live in. Is just a whole bunch of trash coming around here, but you might as well call us the trash man. We clean this trash up, getting it out, and we gonna build something beautiful, and that's 250 gemstones, baby. Say it with me. 250 gemstones. Now you getting it. Now you getting it. Oh, man, I'm excited. Let's jump into this thing. So the first story we have here, let's check out this screen. Screen saving. Let's see. See how this works. The world ugliest dog. Ooh. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This little doggy right here looks like my ex-girlfriend. This dog right here looks like my ex-girlfriend. Ugly. And yes, it is true, ladies and gentlemen, that men, when the testosterone comes upon us, mixed with some lust, we will pretty much sleep with anything. I want y'all to look at this. Look,
trying to tell you something? At University of Phoenix, you could earn your competency-based master's degree for under $11K in less than a year. Get started at University of Phoenix.
One dog may hike his leg onto the pages of history and be declared the ugliest dog in the world.
World's ugliest dog.
The world's ugliest dog is
Oh.
Wow, look at that wild thing.
Look at that wild thing. My ex-girlfriend.
He's an indoor dog, so he stays.
But he's like a Roomba. You put him down there and he just cleans the floor.
The Wild Thing was a fan favorite, and the fact that he had been competing for.
His name is the Wild Thing. Now, I'm gonna be a little bit honest here, y'all. This is an ugly dog, but I think if they just trim, I think they just let the hair trim out, and I don't think he's too ugly. I'm gonna be honest. It really ain't too many dogs that's ugly. Now, a lot of them, the mastiffs with that saggy skin, yeah, you got to go. But this little thing, he just need a haircut. That's really, he ain't too bad. But I'm gonna got some other pictures.
5 times and only came in second. It's kind of like the bridesmaid and never the bride. I think, really tugged at our heartstrings that, he deserved to win. He's never had a haircut. So that is like the way he is. And she shaves his stomach and.
Told y'all, haircut. And why that tongue hang out? No dog's tongue hang out with the mouth, but I don't know if he's sick.
He likes to sleep on ice packs, believe it or not. And he is just a sweet dog. I was just holding him, and he loves to be held and cuddled. So that's part of it. These rescue dogs, they just need forever homes. So please adopt, don't shop.
Wow, thing, $5,000. That's a nice little hustle. Give me a little dog and don't
Honestly,
comb them, don't shave
I'm just here for the AT&T business internet. It's super fast.
I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, I wanted to pause it. Now there's an article. I got one more for y'all.
Question. Would you build a website for a major brand with more than 200 million users using Wix? Well, we did.
When your furry friend is up for the title of the world's ugliest dog, there can be some mixed emotions, from excitement.
We think our dogs are the best in the world.
To acceptance.
What made you want to enter this year? It's the public suggestion.
And maybe even a little denial.
I thought that she would be the most beautiful ugly dog.
But at this annual competition in Petaluma, California, the only offensive thing you could call these canines is cute. The scene may be unsightly.
Now, what's crazy? California got all these problems. Where these people have time and money to do all this stuff on Ferris wheels? This lets you know how much money these people got. You must be rich people.
To some, but for those here,
I don't think they're ugly. They're adorable.
It's the dog's inner beauty that shines through.
Ugly has 4 letters, but so does cute.
Still, in a contest where looks are everything. Twiggy, you are the belle of the ball. Some pups came dressed to impress, while others relied on their natural novelty.
This hair is to die.
Thank you. It's natural.
But the talk of the town was a returning vet.
And I recognize this face. Where is that face? Right there.
This loose-tongued hairball is Wild Thing, an 8-year-old Pekingese who hoped after 5 tries he'd finally be named the ugliest.
He's always the bridesmaid.
But don't let the furry faces fool you. These contestants weren't shy about sniffing out the competition. Others just wanted to keep their eye on it.
Now, it goes to show you real quick how far off society is, where this dog ain't got no eye, it got damaged legs, and it still was able to find a home. We got homeless men, war veterans that can't even find a place to stay. And they got this one-eyed dog. Look like somebody broke his jaw, and no eyes, 3 legs, and the leg he do have is not working too good. It's just crazy the extent people would go for a damn animal rather than their fellow man.
like Rome, who seemed to travel with an empire of fans.
And he loves all the attention.
It all came down to one final chance to put their most repugnant paw forward.
Look at that Beyonce hair. I mean, goodness.
Before my fellow judges and I tallied the tail wags and were ready to crown a winner. The world's ugliest dog is Wild Thing! Finally, giving this ugly dog his day.
All right, guys. Without further ado, look at this. We've got the dog that makes our hearts sing, Wild Thing, and Lewis. Wild Thing has made it all the way here, and he was stopping the show at the airport too, right?
He was. We got bombarded.
A lot of autographs.
And he was just loving it. He was wagging his tail. He was happy. He was getting headshots with people. And
Headshots.
just having a good
So
time.
year after year, your dog came in second or in other places. So did you think this year was going to be just like the last few?
Well, honestly, he's been doing it for 5 years. First year, he got absolutely nothing. And but that was okay because we had so much fun, and it's for such a good cause. It's all about rescues, and even ugly dogs are lovable.
That's a good message, though. We tell the singers on The Voice the same thing. When you come on and you don't get a shirt, keep coming back.
A lot of y'all be thinking I'm slow, like I know what I'm talking about. They will rescue these damn dogs. These dogs look fucked up, and they will rescue these damn dogs. They will rescue these damn dogs. I just don't understand. We have human beings that can take this care, and them taking care of a dog is not cheap.
And on your sixth try, you may get it.
Yeah, and that's what happened. He got second 3 years in a row. First year, nothing.
Yeah.
So then 3 years in a row, he got.
Let's pause. Can I blow it up? Oh, I can't blow it up. But right here, as you can see, that's exactly how my ex looked like, looking sad. I got, girl, go comb your hair. That's how a lot of black girls look like after they take off their bonnet. Just kidding, but yeah, and clean that shit up. Look at it. I said, baby, you ain't looking too hot. Maybe when we got together, I ain't gonna lie, I was drinking, but you just not cute, baby. That's told my ex girl. She stopped talking to me. I stopped talking to her. You know, the breakup was absolutely, it was a mess, but I'd rather go through that mess and be free than to deal with this mess. I'm like, girl, comb your hair. But this is the world's ugliest dog. I thought this was pretty funny, something kind of different. Because most of the news I cover is pretty hardcore. Kicking off the revolution, my lives are hardcore, especially on over here. Because I can say what I really want over here. Thank God for Spotify, because YouTube be on that BS. YouTube be on that BS a lot of times, but it's okay because we got Spotify. So I just thought that story was cute. That story is funny. It's something different. Something to liven up the joint. Something, God damn, we got enough trauma in the world, especially with this next story that's coming up, our main story of the night, especially with that coming up. This goes to show you how wicked this world is, and you always like to pretend like, especially police always like to pretend like shit ain't going on. So I like doing stories like this, kind of loosen up the mood. Everybody kick back, relax. Now we finna jump into the event of the night. Police officer steals. They've been doing some stealing after pulling over that black man. Let's see. So which one I'm going to do first? Let me see. Body cam. Let's do, I think it was this one. Let me see. Yeah, then we're going to go into depth. Check this out, y'all.
Time we're seeing the body camera video at the center of an investigation where a former CMPD officer stole money from a person in his custody.
This is your money? Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you.
That ain't my money.
That's my money. That's my money right here.
Sir, you've been watching me the whole time.
I seen you take it. I seen you crumble
Sir,
it. Just
that
count
is
it.
not me.
If I'm right, it's going to be around $1,000 if I'm right. And like I told you, I just went to Wendy's. I seen you steal.
No, sir.
The incident happened on March 14th. Officer Henry Chapman on the right side of your screen is accused of stealing $900 from the man in red who was in his custody after a traffic stop. This body camera view is from Officer Chapman's sergeant. The man in custody repeatedly told officers he heard and saw Officer Chapman separate 2 bundles of cash that were confiscated during his arrest. As you saw, several $100 bills were found stuffed in the lower side compartment of Chapman's patrol car. He was arrested 6 hours after a criminal investigation, charged with embezzlement, and placed on unpaid administrative leave. He resigned the next day.
Resign, which means he still gets his pension, which means he won't go to jail. Y'all saw how he just stole all that money? Got exposed. He just got exposed. We're going to look at something else. Let me see. Now we're going to probably go into depth of what's really going on. I may have to fast forward a little bit. I'm going to give my take. Let's see. We're going to play. Let me see body cam. Let's see this. No. There we go.
Yeah, do you have your lights on you?
It's not all. So this is the body cam.
All right, just give me a moment, all right? Hey, appreciate you coming out. I haven't talked to him yet. Well, yeah, I haven't talked to him yet. Until I know it's a basic warrant out of Mexico County. Hey, man, come step up here real quick. I'm going to show you something.
Sir, come on, step back here. Go ahead and face that call. Touch phone on the top of it.
What am I doing? I'm going to show everything to you. That's what happened out.
So you are under arrest at this time. You have a warrant.
See, when you talk about integrity, when you talk about being honest, this cop right here was not honest because he pretended they're never your friends. They are not there to be your friend. Their job is to feed you to the beast, prisons, penitentiary. That's their job, to strip away your freedom, or at the very least, put you in a position to where you have to pay fines and fees, court fees and stuff like that. So remember when he said, step out, I want to show you something. So he was under the impression that this officer was going to show him something that may have come up on his history. Maybe there's I don't know, show him something like, oh, what's going on? Is there's identity theft? Is this you? What's going on with my license? So this dude pretended like he's a snake in the grass. Oh, come out here, let me show you something. So he didn't say, and step out the car, you under arrest. He set him up from the beginning. They're all crooked. This bastard right here too.
And out for your arrest.
What can you say?
Hey, man, come step up here real quick. I'm going to show you something.
We're going to show you something.
Sir, come on, step back here. Go ahead and face that call. Touch phone on the top of it.
What am I doing? I'm going to show everything to you. That's what happened out.
So you are under arrest at this time. You have a warrant out for your arrest.
A warrant for what? I'm going to show it to you in a moment, okay? Is this your car? It's my girlfriend's car. Your girlfriend's car. Can he drive it? The guy that's in the passenger seat? Yes, sir. So twist your feet there.
So what am I going to do?
I'm going to show it to you. Okay? Come back here. I'm going to give you, I'm going to show you the LiDAR too, where I clocked you at 68. That's not really the biggest concern here, okay? But I'm going to show you the warrant once I get you secure, okay? Is there anything you want to bring with you down there to make a...
Now wait a minute. Aren't they supposed to show the warrant before you get in the... See, that's what I'm saying. Their job is to lock you up and violate your rights. You're supposed to show me the warrant right here and then lock me up.
What kind of deal?
No, I'm saying, can I understand what am I being detained for?
Yeah, it's a warrant. I'm going to show you the actual warrant in just a moment when I have a chance to sit you down.
Can't search. You're supposed to show the warrant.
Is there anything on you need to know about? And there's a focus sticker? No?
Yes, sir.
Man, we've been this way down for a long time.
Okay. Do you want to bring these items with you or leave them in the car?
Yeah, you can give me. You can put them in my pocket.
Be calm down. Oh, there goes that money. There goes that money.
Right here in the pocket.
Get feet right this little bit. I'll get this stuff out your way.
All right, can I get my can you get my phone?
Yes, I'll go for it.
Look. Where's the warrant?
I'm gonna leave that cash in there. Any other pockets I need to know about?
Man, this dude searching them hard.
Yeah.
Look. Where's the warrant?
What is my money on the PR process, guy? What?
Oh, okay.
What is that? That's not mine. I don't see that. I've never seen that in my life. What are you doing with my property?
So I'm gonna hold the window down and tell you what you're here for.
Where's the warrant? They've been lying from the beginning. He said, I'm going to keep showing you the warrant, but he never showing the warrant.
Stop right here.
And my phone is like this, too. I'm trying to but what am I in for?
So, I don't know if you had a history with them or not, but you got a U.S. Marshal for that. A weapons violation. That's all it tells me. Okay, when you get down there, they're going to print it out for you.
He said when they get down there, what? Now, if you are an officer watching this, can you please tell me, because in order to even detain him, it has to pop up on your computer. So you could have easily showed them on the computer where the warrant is so I can see for myself, because it could be identity. That happened to me before the identity was messed up. And then we can go from there. Or you can clear it up downtown. But throughout this whole thing, they just want to arrest you. Their job is just to arrest you and harass you. You have to... I always approach them like that. No. And they always tell you, just go along with it. Hell no. So if the cop want to pull my pants down and fuck me in the ass, I'm just supposed to let him do that too? If he wants to stick something in my mouth or beat my ass, I'm just supposed to comply? Hell no. It's my freedom, and you will respect my goddamn freedom. He's supposed to show on the police officer's motorcycle, he's supposed to be showing him the warrant. Just show the man the warrant. They're crooked.
They still make the phone? You give them it? Yeah. You good. I get charged. No. That's going with you. That's going to be with you. We're not giving that to anybody else. We got that off you, so we're staying with you, so you know we didn't take none, and none's going to be missing. All right, but I want to. No, we are taking that. That's staying with you.
He said that money, we're going to make sure that money is not stolen, lying from the beginning.
He gave me some of it. It'll come off to you. Every bit of it's going with you. Does that make sense? That's accountability, because when it comes to stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So.
This ain't time for so they're just double check it. Just to be sure.
Okay. Sir, just give just a minute, all right?
All right, I'm gonna count the money in front of you, okay?
Here's big money. I'll put this in the bag for you, okay? Yeah, here. Here you go.
I got you.
Yeah, she's counting it right now.
You're gonna watch me, okay?
I heard the early band get caught.
Now this is the part for the whole world saw.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And this is the main reason why I did this podcast for this officer lady right here. I don't know her name. I'm hard on cops. I'm hard on the system because I love the people and I love freedom and I love righteousness. I love war. I love rebellion and I love revolution. That's just who I am. I love to buck. Pay the price. But I also love giving credit where credit's due. Most police officers are crooked. Even if they're, like I said, if they're not doing it themselves, they know which ones are doing it. That's why they call it a gang. They're there to shake people down and do horrific things to people. But not all, and this is the very few. This lady right here that's counting the money, You could tell by her voice, she's a sweet lady. I don't know why she's an officer. This is the highlight of this video. I want to give kudos to this officer for acting with some type of competence, acting with awareness, counting the man's money out, and having the wherewithal, having the emotional intelligence, having the patience to figure out what's really going on and how to resolve the issue. Because it wasn't for this sweet little officer right here, this scumbag that's sitting in the car, Henry Chapman, would have got away with stealing this man's money, stealing that black man's money. So look how patient she is counting the money and trying to figure out what's really going on. Shout out to her. I don't know her name, but shout out to her.
10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Excuse me.
10.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to question you.
Let me count it first.
No, can you look in between his legs real quick? Well, I think he just put some more money in between his legs. Okay.
Oh yeah. Watch that cop get exposed.
How much money did you have on you? I'm asking.
I haven't touched it. Can you just check in between his legs?
Sir, listen to me.
He's moving and everything. Look, he's moving. Sir, I'm good.
Sir, listen to me. Tell me how much cash you had on you. What was the amount?
I just want to see. I'm not gonna lie. Can you check? I'm not going nowhere. Can you check your fellow officer for me, please?
Yeah.
Hell no. He just touched my. I heard the rubber band pop. He told me, oh, I had to. Look, and he's moving. He's moving in between his legs.
Sir, stand right here.
I'm gonna stand right here, but can y'all please check y'all fellow officer?
Look how patient the woman is. Shout out to the cop. Sir, just stay right here. Just a sweet little lady. It's really where you expect a man to be an asshole, because most officers they were bullied by a child. The most of them are pussies, and they hide behind the cop in the back. Because if you say, "Hey, let's go behind the building," if you tough though, let's go behind. Then you hear, "Oh, you're threatening the officer." Man, you a punk with a badge, bruh. Go behind the buildings. But see, women, you don't expect women to be bitches, but most female officers, there are bitches, bro. They have a nasty attitude. But this one right here, she built different. This one right here, she is built different.
Please, what's going on? Look, he's moving his arm right now.
How much cash did you have on you?
Can you check your hands? I didn't. Can you check your people? Because he's touching. Yeah.
Tell me what's the total amount.
Look at his hand. He's tucking money. He's tucking money right in his right hand.
Tell me how much money you
He's
had
tucking
on you.
money. He's tucking my money. That's a problem. Can y'all check him?
Hey,
Listen to me. What was your total cash?
He's telling her, no, don't check him.
Listen.
Look at him moving. He's moving. Oh my God, y'all not gonna check him?
Listen.
Look at him.
Listen. Come on.
I've been cooperating
Let me tell
with
you.
you guys the whole time.
I'm not going to allow anybody to take your money.
Look at him. He's moving.
But look at me. Look at me. If someone takes your money, it will be a big problem, all right? No one's going to take your money. I can see his hand. I can see exactly what he's doing. No one's going to take your money. She's going to count your money. There's more money.
Him touch my money.
There's more money in here. You're saying that there's more money in here?
But what I'm saying is,
let me ask you a question. Ask my question. Are you saying that there's more money?
Yes.
What I'm saying is, he just touched my money and went through 3 different floor compartments, and I seen him put it in between his legs. I heard my rubber band. I've been nothing but cooperative with you guys. All I wanted you guys to do was.
Watch.
I'm saying, but he already moved and did a lot of
Look, here it go.
Okay, come here.
But y'all already let him move. Like, there's no way. Like, watch. That's crazy. I can't believe y'all just did me like this.
How much cash did you have on you total so I can count it out and we can verify if it needs mixing? That's what I'm asking you.
We
You know what the total amount was?
No, I honestly don't. The money is for bills. My wife gave it to me. The one that she tried to give me. I tried to give her the money. He said, don't give it to her.
Okay.
Because I went to Wendy's. I got a Wendy's receipt right.
But do you know how much cash you had on it so I can count it out so we can verify the total? Do you know approximately how much you had on it?
Now I'm gonna be a little bit fair to not this scumbag, but to the other cops right here. I don't know, they're all crooked too, but look like they're not as crooked. I'm gonna be fair to them just a little bit. How the hell you not know how much money you have if your wife gave you money to pay a bill? And this is where it's kind of fishy. If your wife gave you money to pay a bill, that means a bill has to be a certain amount, which the money has to be a certain amount in order to pay the damn bill. So this is where it's kind of confusing on his end. How the hell you not know? Because the little sweet officer kept asking him, how much money do you have? I mean, how much money? So we can tally it up. And you know what I mean? So she's trying to figure out how much you have altogether. And we're going to find your other missing money so we can make sure all the money that we find it adds up to the total that you're looking for. For him not to know how much money he has, that kind of doesn't make sense to me. It really don't make sense to me, but we're gonna jump back into it. We're gonna jump back into it. Well, let's get into this thing.
If I say a number and I get it wrong because he touched the money, then it's gonna be all wrong. But I just don't understand why I heard my rubber band being popped.
I just grabbed it from the seat to give to her.
That's not what you just told me either, boss.
I did. That's what I did. And I handed her the stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, have I gave you any problems?
No, sir, you have not.
That's all I wanted to ask, sir. I just don't understand why y'all could, I'm not going, I sit on my face. I'm not going nowhere. I just want to
ask you what your total was so we can count it out. You can watch me count it out.
I'm not sure. I'm distraught. It's a lot going on. I didn't even know I had a warrant. I'm just trying to
So if you,
what's it called? I'm trying to just comply with you guys.
I got
but that just doesn't make sense to the point where I just watched him. Me and you both watched him move his hands. I watched him tear up. I watched him look at you and tell him look at you and tell you no, you're not about to. I just watched him do way too much when I haven't been nothing but nice and compliant to you guys. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to go along with you guys' protocols and everything. All I've done was ask questions so I know how to make sure I'm safe and my family can find me and stuff. And it's I know.
That's why I was asking you what your total was so we can sit here and count it out.
But
and we can verify that it's correct.
It would have just helped me more seeing that you would have checked him.
Exactly. But did you not see me walk over here?
I did see that, sir. But at the end of the day, none of you guys' body cams is on. I know.
Mine is on right now.
But I know for a fact what I've seen and what I heard. And then when I asked him why was he popping the rubber band on the money, he said I was just making sure something. But there's no need to make sure. You feel what I'm saying?
There's no need.
You feel what I'm saying? And I know for a fact the money was touched. But it's a million components.
Yes, I did touch it when I grabbed it out of the seat.
I understand, so I don't want to argue with you, Mr. Chapman. I just know what.
No, sir.
Okay, so what I typically do is count out everybody's money in front of them so you can see that it's accurate.
The money was altered before.
So when I turn it over to property, you can verify that the total we're counting out now is the total that you're going to get back.
Okay, so that's why she keep asking him. And you should know, for this black man, I'm vouching for you, but you were in the right. But you got to know how much money is on you. Because she said she has to turn it into property, and what he say and what she counts, she's have to document that, and it's going to match property whenever he get his property back. If he's in the clear, then he has to match that. So if it say he have $4,000, $4,000 is reported to property, and then when he gets his shit back, it should be $4,000. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you good with me doing that right now?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can tell me, do you have any kind of idea about how much?
Let's speed it up.
No, they didn't. When somebody knows for a fact they didn't do anything, they're not finna just let you search. They're gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds.
A little bit.
Here, I'm not telling you.
Look, he trying to fuck it.
Okay. Do you see anything?
No, yeah. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds are right there. Look. Thank you. All that's my money.
250.
Look. Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you. All that's recorded, right? That's my money. That's my money right here.
Sir, you've been watching me the whole time.
I seen you take it. I seen you crumble it.
Sir, that is not me.
If I'm right, it's gonna be around $1,000. If I'm right, and like I told you, I just went to Wendy's. I seen you still.
No, sir.
If you don't mind, I just want to sit down so y'all don't try to say I'm resistant. I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah,
all I know for a fact is I know what I know and I've seen it.
Look, the sweet little lady. Kudos to this officer because she was and the other officer, because she was so patient. Shout out to her. And even look at this, a big nigga right here too. I'm gonna box his ass. I'm gonna punch him right in. That's a big man, and he's being compliant. She's using all of her faculties. She's not falling over like Joe Biden. This is a scumbag, and that other black police officer. I'm gonna show the the interrogation after this. Well, not really an interrogation; it's a meeting they had. But shout out to her with her calm demeanor.
I just wanted you guys to trust me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just acting a little irate, but I'm perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to expose.
That is not me, bud.
Brother, I just seen you steal my money. There was no reason for you to pop my rubber band, brother. There was no reason for you to pop my rubber band off my money.
I didn't pop your rubber band off your money.
Me and you just spoke about it. You heard him agree to it. When I first got it, I said, I heard you did rubber band. You said, oh, I had to do something. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I just witnessed here today. Mr. Chapman went in my money. He separated my money. He was trying to steal it, and I caught him. He put it in between his legs, and as his colleagues approached me, he worked it towards the door. He tried to make it seem like I was lying. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in full custody of these officers. I'm being detained. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want any problem. I'm not armed. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just pulled over for a traffic stop. He just tried to steal some of my money.
Okay, we're hearing you, but there's no need to say all of
no,
that.
I was just looking at the camera. No, I just know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cause.
My camera's on the entire time. All right,
yes,
so let's take it down a notch.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Here.
Yes, ma'am. So what are we gonna do about this problem? Because he just tried to steal some of my money.
Going back to the money.
I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not using my words like to try to hurt anybody. I just know what I know, and then I don't even like the fact, but I know you guys have like.
Look at him, like he about. I mean, she's like, can you just take it down a notch, calm? See, he's calm. See, in the black neighborhood, he's being calm. He just, as a man, it's just testosterone, baby. This how we talk. This how we. I'm cool, baby. It's testosterone. But see, him. Look at him. He don't know what. He just trying to be in the mix. He's a liar and a scammer. She's calm and she's a professional. I don't know. He look like he'll go either way for the right amount of dollars. And the other black officer, he cool.
Like special protocol. I don't even like the fact that he just tried to steal and nobody like stood up for him. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody was like, okay.
Nobody saw anything
but
that
I
you were
seen
saying,
everything.
but nobody saw anything that you said.
I appreciate it, Mr. Morris. You his sergeant.
Yes, he is my sergeant.
Sir, I have 20/20 and I can read. I remember when you called him out. I could tell you everything he said to you. Perfect timing. This was perfect. Perfect that you called me out this time because you didn't know the protocol to how a federal warrant was supposed to be taken care of. Correct? Incorrect?
That's correct. That's why I called him out to ask.
But you just separate. Whoa. So what was the purpose of you separating my money while you gave it?
So he gonna go a little bit back and forth. So he's stealing. So now I got one more video, then we're gonna close it out, y'all. I appreciate y'all for those of you who got this far. And yeah, he got exposed. He was still able to keep his job after all of this. And they have a little talk. So the sergeant and the black man with the dreads, they finally calmed down. Mr. Chapman, he's wherever he's at. And the sergeant is having to sit down with the black man with the dreads about his money. And, they're giving two perspectives. You see? So let's see. Here we go. So, this is the sweet little officer lady. She tatted up though.
Over. I'm sorry. Let me introduce myself. All right. Let me take a step back.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I just want to play like towards the end how they give their side of the story.
My name is Sergeant Morris.
Story short, we pulled up. Like I just like my property. I heard. So. He told her, like, keep the money in my possession, which was, you know what I'm saying, which was cool, which was in you guys, well, which was in his possession at this point. So as I was being transferred into the car, I heard the rubber band pop. That's when I asked the question, like, oh, like, what you doing? Like, what were you doing with the money? And he was like, basically, like he confirmed that he was doing something, but he just didn't say what, or I don't know if I missed it, but I know we was like, five of us right there.
You don't recall what he said.
I don't recall, but like I'm saying, it was five of us right there. So I know one of the cameras probably picked up on it, or his should have. Okay. Which I know his probably was off because he was stealing my money. But he kept like trying to make it seem as if my eyes were playing tricks on me. And I heard the rubber band pop. And the whole while long, on like what you guys will see on your cameras, I was talking to you guys, really at you guys, because I was watching him. And the whole while long, I kept seeing him move his legs And as soon as I said it and put it out there, he tried to put the money in between his legs and hand her over the stack. When I seen the size of the stack, and Officer Casperon asked me how much money was it, I didn't want to tell you guys the exact number because I wasn't sure what he had took from the stack. All I was sure of was that the way that I placed the rubber band on the money wasn't the same. It wasn't, because I have OCD. But also...
Hey, sir, let me call you right back. Yes, sir.
I see this corruption.
I'm talking to him right now.
250 gemstones culture. Do y'all see the corruption up in, huh?
Okay, so you want me to stop this interview with them? Because I'm speaking to him right now. Yeah. Got you.
Yeah, just tell him, explain to him we're going to take it very seriously and that we're going to have some investigators.
Got you. Okay.
Oh, they bringing in investigators. They're bringing in the investigators.
Yes, sir. Thank you. No, sir. But I'll call you back in a second. All right. See.
So basically, the money.
No, somebody higher than me said to stop this interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's people coming in to speak with you, and investigators
about that situation.
Yep.
Like I told you
right.
outside, sir, I apologize. I wasn't trying to make the situation bigger than it was. I just didn't want to be seen as a liar.
Stop.
No, I just seen on TV.
Hey, chill out, man. Stop apologizing.
I just don't want to
listen here, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Yes, sir.
All right? CMPD takes this seriously.
Yes, sir.
You better.
Now, I wish I could say that another way because I feel like cursing right now, right? But what I can tell you is that we take this.
You heard what I said.
But we take this seriously, all right?
I don't think you guys are all dirty cops.
Chill out. Let me finish my statement here, okay? We take this seriously, all right?
Yes, sir.
So like when I told you that I was going to do everything on my end to ensure that we get this right, and I was going to call you back. I meant that.
I appreciate it.
Because if somebody's doing wrong, we need to figure it out fast.
Need to figure it out.
All right.
Yes,
let me see your hands. Okay.
Woo! Hold on, y'all. Can I pause here real quick? Can I pause it a little bit? A black man getting some justice?
Yes. All right.
Put your hands out.
Let me see your hands.
Okay.
Look at that key. Look at that beautiful key. Do y'all see that beautiful key? A black man. Now, he kind of thick in the arms. Think he overdid it on National Donut Day. But look at that black man freeing another black man. This. Ow! That's what it's all about. Somebody that's a professional doing their job and somebody else that is competent and just trying to seek some justice. Keep it calm, keep it level-headed. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. A brother freeing another brother, a police officer freeing. Now, you got a warrant, that's what they say, a federal warrant, but freeing somebody that's in the right. He's in the right. You can't do that to that man. You can't do that to that man. They were trying to rob this dude. He's the sergeant, and there's a big dude above him. This arm right here, he's above the officers, and his boss, the big man above him, said, man, go ahead and pop them cuffs. We're going to have some investigators come in. See, when they undo these cuffs, that means you was in the right. This is what justice looks like. So shout out to this sergeant. I don't do too many shout outs to police, but we got to be fair. Shout out to this police officer and that female officer for being so calm, cool, and collective, and really getting down to the bottom of it. She wasn't acting like a bitch. He wasn't acting like an asshole. And this sergeant, it's good to see adults act like adults. So I'm gonna play a little bit more, and then we finna dive in, y'all. Oh, it's only a few seconds left. Pop that. I just want to see him pop it. Pop it. Pop it, goddammit.
Like I told Mr.
Popped it.
You thirsty?
A little bit. I appreciate it.
What you want to drink?
Some water.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Give me some.
Popped it. So Let's go back here. Put it back on me. Put it back on me. Put it back on me. Those of you got this for, I want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. We're only going up. We're growing. We're growing. I love this entrepreneur thing. I love this internet thing. And this is what life is all about. You got to fight for yours. You got to fight for what's yours or what you feel is yours, right? So even with this Spotify podcast, I ain't know nothing about no Spotify podcast. I ain't know nothing about podcasting on YouTube. I ain't know nothing about all this stuff, but I do this because I love my job. I love speaking to y'all. I love y'all reactions. Those of you that are on YouTube that has been rocking with me, I love and appreciate all your comments, you know, but you got to fight for whatever. I have a vision, I have a dream, I have things I want to do with my life before I take my last breath, and I want y'all to come along, but we have to fight. You got to fight for your family. You got to fight for your rights. You got to fight for yourself. You got to fight for your dignity. You got to fight for your respect. You got to fight for a job position. You got to fight for your diploma. You got to fight for your associate's degree. You got to fight for your bachelor's degree, your master's degree, your PhD, your MBA. You got to fight for it. Put that work in. Put that time in. Network. You have to fight for it. We have to fight for it. Nothing is given in this world. And if it is given, that's a blessing from God. And then you still take those blessings and you take that blessing, let that blessing be a seed for all your future blessings. Still got to put in that work. You still got to fight. There's a lot of corruption throughout the world, and it's good to see people stand up for themselves. Shout out to the dude with the dreads that stood up for himself. This is what it's all about. This is what 250 is all about. Ain't taking no shit. We ain't taking no shit around here. We ain't taking no shit around here. We ain't taking no shit around here. Excuse me, got my crucifix. Let me cover up. We ain't taking no shit because we can't. 250 gemstones. The origin was 250 little girls out there in the city of Mosul in the country of Iraq. During that time, the world's largest, most powerful terrorist organization was going through doing some of the most horrific, heartbreaking, unimaginable things to the innocent civilians in Mosul. So through all the beheading, through all the rape, through all the murders, these 250 girls saw what these terrorist groups were capable of. So one day, the terrorist group came to these 250 little girls and told them, "We're going to give you a proposition. We're going to give you a choice. Become our sex slaves or face death." Once again, the terrorist group came to these girls and gave them two choices: become our sex slaves. They would be sold to different men. They'll be forced to do unholy things with men day in and day out, be beat on, and all type of other horrific things, or face death. All 250 young ladies decided they'll rather die than to live like this. They meant every word they said, even after seeing the tanks and the explosions and the AK-47, seeing innocent people gunned down like dogs, seeing people having 223s hitting their body until they take their last breath, after seeing their neighbors, seeing other kids being beheaded and blown up. The terrorists were counting on them to be fearful in order to get what they want from these young girls, these little girls, and they said no. Because they said no, their decision came with a very severe consequence. That decision that they made, all 250 girls were executed the next afternoon. All 250 young girls were executed because they chose not to live a life that would have to subject them to belittling their value, living a lifestyle that they don't want to live, doing stuff that they don't want to do, surrendering their spiritual freedom, surrendering their physical freedom, surrendering their emotional freedom. Their decision came with a consequence. All 250 young girls were executed because of their decision, alongside their family members, because they refused to become sex slaves to these monsters. And that's a mentality I have to the world too. That's how God made it. We're supposed to rebel to the world. We're not supposed to conform to this world. Not at all. We're supposed to stand up for righteousness. We're supposed to have self-preservation. We're supposed to be standing up for one another when things don't go right. Hold these SOBs accountable. I will always be roaring because you got a choice. Now, some people don't mind going out quietly. Some people don't mind roaring when they go out. And I want to be one of them niggas that's going to be roaring. You understand what I'm saying? Those of you out there that are lost, those of you out there, and I'm lost myself, even myself, you best to get right with God. You better get right with Jesus. You better get right with the Spirit. You better get right with the Word and move different. Don't be afraid to die. And I'm going to end it with this, y'all. Don't be afraid to die. But most importantly, get in close. Get in close. All y'all. Don't be afraid to die. But most importantly, don't be afraid to live. 250, capital G. I'm gone.